Your Country 1039 KGRT. Jesus Take the Wheel. Some classic Carrie Underwood.
Time now for your question of the day. Brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Markets of Las Cruces. Fresh produce, bread, meat, honey, food trucks, handmade art, music, and more. Every Saturday and Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. downtown Las Cruces.
That's right. It is time for our question of the day. I wonder how many different costumes we're going to see out over at the farmers market tomorrow. Yeah. People, always like to have a little bit fun done a few days before and after Halloween, right? But it is Halloween today, so let's see. What can we talk about? Can we talk about haunted houses? Can we talk about candy? Can we talk about all of the scariness that goes on in and around these days here? Or can we just talk about costumes? Yeah, we haven't talked about costumes as much this year. So my question for you today on Halloween is, what is the best or worst costume that you have seen out there? Yeah, maybe one that you've worn, maybe one of the kids that you've seen out there, or adults, or pets, or even houses. Houses can wear costumes, right? I think so. My internet, we're online on our Facebook and YouTube pages. Our background is wearing a costume right now, so I think that's kind of cool. But yeah, costumes, the fun that it is dressing up for Halloween. Homemade costumes, store-bought costumes. Some get very, very elaborate. Some just get very, very simple. Like today, I'm dressing up as a DJ. See, I got the headphones, so it makes a difference, right? But yeah, costumes are always fun to get into. I remember as a kid, just getting all the different costumes that we had. And back then, it was like, the plastic jumpsuit and, a mask. That was pretty much it. But had a blast and always had fun with all of that right there. But I know a lot of people that really like to do the homemade costumes. And they're a lot of fun. In fact, lots of people dressing up as different things here today, except for me. Because people say that, they're a Scrooge for Christmas. I think I'm kind of that way on Halloween. I enjoy Halloween, and I have dressed up in the past. Won a couple of costume contests, dressed up as a ballerina that lost my tiara that night. Don't know where it went. But, costumes are always a whole lot of fun. So what are some of the best costumes that you have seen? It could have been, like I said, for you, your family, your friends, your kids, some of the kids in the neighborhood. Got to have some really, really cool stuff out there. Even our pets have some awesome costumes. They're coming up with some really, really cool things these days. So what is the best or worst costume that you have seen out there? That is our question of the day. Go ahead and give me a call, 575-523-KGRT. You can call those answers in. You can text those answers in. You can, of course, leave your comments down below on our social media pages. Once again, we are live on our Facebook and also on YouTube as well. So, of course, kind of saw this one coming up, Lori. Of course, your Klingon costume is awesome. All right, all of the appropriate buttons are pushed. And yes, I knew Lori was going to say, and I've seen her I met her in her Klingon costume, as I recall. It was a very, very hot day out there for her. And it is pretty cool as far as how it looks. Yeah, that's probably one of the better ones that I've seen out there. I've had some friends that have, just say that questionable sense of humor. Maybe not so much back then, but pretty much now. And I will not describe those costumes because I don't want people getting mad at me, but they were very, very creative and very fun. I had a friend of mine, actually, it was all of my friends over at Sears. We were always awesome hanging out. We went to several parties together. That was the year that I won the Halloween costume contest. But I remember one costume party where a friend of ours had moved away. Actually, he had left work and he came back for a visit, but he didn't tell anybody. And he dressed up kind of like this mannequin, like the generic kind of costume or Halloween decoration that you might have, sat down on the living room couch and didn't move for like 2 hours. And everybody was sitting next to what they thought was this mannequin type thing that our friends were using as a decoration, taking pictures with him. He did get smacked a couple of times with a with a riding crop. Don't ask. It gets complicated. But yeah, and then in the middle of the party, he just stood up and surprised everybody. And that's probably one of the best costumes I had, because he really had to commit to that one for sure, to make sure it's not to move at all. And that was a lot of fun. But yeah, what about you? What kind of costumes have you seen out there? Some really good stuff, or some really bad stuff, and everything else? It'd be pretty darn awesome. So yeah, go ahead and let me know your answers. Call them in, text them in, and of course, you can also leave your comments down below. I don't think I've had enough coffee this morning, but let me know your answers for our questions of the day, and of course, we will just take a look at a few things going on in and around the world this morning. Android phones apparently offer better protection against scams, or better protection than iPhones. Apparently, a study found that Android users are less likely to receive scam text and feel safer than iPhone users, with built-in protections blocking billions of suspected scam calls and text per month. I guess it would be a safer option, unless it blocks things that you should be getting. Not going to tell any stories about a certain tax organization that, yeah, I'm just dealing with that one right now. Let's see. Michael Jordan's Steakhouse in Chicago has revamped its famous 23-layer chocolate cake. The pastry chef Laura Gonzalez introduced a new recipe with a richer, darker chocolate. Oh, they made it better. And even a hint of espresso in there. So sugar and caffeine, anyone? Yeah, 23-layer chocolate cake. That's got to be delicious. Also, speaking of Mr. Jordan, a rare pair of Air Jordan 1 sneakers are set to be auctioned off. These shoes were worn by Michael during a 1985 fight with Pistons Isaiah Thomas. The sneakers could fetch over $500,000. $500,000 for a pair of shoes. That is crazy. And I think I talked about this a little bit earlier. There was a city in Michigan that is actually moving Halloween to tomorrow. Why? Because there's a very important high school football game that is going on, and they want to make sure that everybody can go out and enjoy the game and then also enjoy Halloween. So they said, you know what? This football game is important. Let's just move Halloween. Yeah, we won't move the game. We'll move Halloween to the next day. So, yeah, for those people in, what is it, Marine City, Michigan, Halloween will be November 1st. So good for them. Once again, we are looking for answers for our question of the day today. It is Halloween, and what is the best or worst costume that you've seen in there? I know Lori chimed in with her Klingon outfit, which is really, really good costume. It really is. And what about you? Any interesting, cool, or awesome costumes that you've seen out there? Maybe on your friends, your family, your coworkers, you know. Also, your pets. Pets have awesome costumes these days. There's the Chucky ones out there always crack me up, and even our houses. Yeah, I'll let you get away with that one if you want. But yeah, let me know your answers for our question of the day, brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces. And happy Halloween.